8 out of 10, I'm dancing on dance with you. I'm close on sugar than too. It's a real life country and a real life hold down. Let's some boogie, something. I don't know. I still haven't listened all the way. You said what?
Boot Scoot Boogie.
Boot Scoot Boogie.
I mean, it's a nice album though. Well, it's different.
Okay.
Are you recording? You sure are. Mm-hmm. It's different. Okay. I like the one song I like. It's split into 3 parts. It's called Sweet Honey Buckin'. Pharrell did that. That's probably why I like it.
Oh, okay.
It's Pharrell's on the track, and then she being Beyonce, put Shabuzi.
Her.
Sorry. This guy named Shabuzi, he's a country hip hop artist. So he can flow. He appears on her album twice.
Oh, nice.
And so he's taking a good chunk of Sweet Honey Buckin'. She be like, bucking, like a mechanical bull, bucking. I'm like, okay, beat. That's how I felt.
If y'all could only see it, but this episode will not be on video.
She's bucking.
That is funny.
Like a mechanical bull. Yeehaw.
Yeah, I do. I haven't listened to it because, again, like we talked about last week, I've been so tuned into the rap beef. I don't know why, but I just have been.
I feel like this album, even though she already broke her records as what she wanted, it's gonna get pushed aside because of this rap beef. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we're all gonna be just so focused on who's gonna answer next, who's gonna put this out, and nobody's gonna. And you know, she don't drop no music videos no more, so.
I wonder why.
Yeah. You gotta wait till she go on tour again to see anything.
I don't know. You know who I'm waiting for?
Don't say it.
Come August. I'm so sorry you ain't. I know.
I'm getting hot again.
If I could sneak you in, girl, I would.
I'm gonna go back and look for some tickets,
but I'm going to see Usher.
I'm just
Mr. Raymond.
I had a whole meltdown, y'all.
She really did. I felt bad.
So mad.
She really was. I told her, listen. I was like, that's because. I shouldn't say this as a Christian, but she too nice. She is. I was like, you too nice. I wouldn't have had all them people trying to come. It's me and my one homegirl. That's it. And I was like, I called her. I said, I'm buying them. Just transfer me your money later. And make sure you take these days off. That was it. That's all I had to do.
Well, I'm going to go look on StubHub or.
I'm pretty sure you're going to find something.
We just haven't, like, after the whole thing went down, I was like, nope, not thinking about it anymore. So we haven't revisited this yet.
Okay, let me ask you this.
Okay.
When you revisit, are you going to revisit with a multitude of people again? No. Okay. All right. I was going to say, have we learned from her situation?
I'm probably just going to ask one person.
Okay.
And be like, listen, let's just buy these in groups of 2. So you and I get our 2. For real. And that other person and, you know, whatever. But.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's rude.
I'm sorry. It's playing in my head. 7:00 on the dot. I'm in my drop top.
You know, I only saw him one time in life.
I've never seen him in life.
But it wasn't even a full, like, his show. It was for One Music Fest, the festival I go to.
Yeah.
And he was a surprise guest twice, actually. Okay. The first time he was a surprise guest with KP the Great set. Like, this is like Atlanta people, you know. It's yep. So he popped up. My phone was dead. I couldn't record nothing, but it's all up here. The second year.
It's okay. You gotta live in the moment.
Right. The second time he popped up on the City Girls set, and I was pissed because I was way on the other side of the park, and again, you say I'm too nice. I was definitely nice in that moment. I was so mad that day because I was way on the other side of the park looking at somebody else. And then we had heard later on when we went back on that side of the park that he popped up. So I'm sitting here like, yeah, made me miss Usher? Like, really? Because they didn't want to see the City Girls. I was like,
I like that song. And you say that you won't be love. Oh, she's so cute.
Yeah, like you don't understand. I sacrificed my pleasure for that moment because I forgot forgot what we went to go see on that side.
You told me, and I'm not going to bring it up because I was like, you missed him for that.
Yep.
Sorry.
Yep. Because the bargain was, I'm sorry, y'all, really fast. I dragged them to see Saucy Santana.
Oh, what? Why?
I like Saucy.
I do too.
Material girl. You gotta put the girl. Hey y'all, what's up?
Welcome back.
Welcome back. We are a sing-songy people.
We really are.
Black folk will make a song out of anything.
It's instilled into our blood.
It's in our DNA.
It really is.
I got royalty
inside my DNA. Hey,
look at that.
That album is such fire. I love that album.
The album was dope.
I lose my mind on that album. I'm sorry. I do. You know what
Nobody pray for me.
I do. Man.
Read up that for me. I'm sorry, yes?
Yeah.
I've been eating
Y'all can't see us, but I'm gonna turn myself. I'm over here nodding my head so hard.
Sorry.
I do. I like Kendrick Lamar. I really
Kendrick.
do. I like we said last week. I do vibe with all three of them. I like Cole. I like Kendrick. I like Drake. I even like Rose.
I love Rose. They can all peacefully coexist in this rap game, but they don't want to be peaceful.
I don't know. I feel like it's all entertainment, but we'll see.
You think they had a group chat?
I think they did.
And it was like, all right.
I think there was a meeting in the minds, and they were like, all right, Future, go ahead. And you gonna drop your album. When you drop it, Ken, you gonna be on there. Go ahead. Spit fire. Do what you do best.
And you know what?
And then it'll set off the chain reaction.
You might be right. Because that was the first time Kendrick and Future hooked up on a track, right?
That I recall.
Yeah. Because like in, everyday thought, who would really put Kendrick and Future together?
It didn't seem like a match. And that came out, I was like, wait. What? Did he say that? It's almost like we was talking about last week, but big battle between Jesus and Lucifer. If I could imagine Jesus being like, man, bump the big three, it's just big me. I was like, ew.
I would. He better had say that. He better had. I'm the son of God. You the son of man. Slap the mic out your hand. I'm by the holy man.
Oh wow!
I cannot freestyle for nothing.
No, we both proved that we couldn't. That last time
I would choke if I was on. Who is it? Is it Sway's? No, who does the freestyle?
Yeah, it is on Sway. Mm-hmm.
I would choke.
You don't know everything, Sway. That's one of my favorite black moments in history, boy.
How, Sway? How,
Sway?
He was got mad.
You ain't got all the answers, Sway.
He was mad. Like, his whole bite. How? What?
George Bush doesn't like black people.
Mike Myers is like, oh, yes, we have... You had to be. That's when the moment...
Chris Tucker was like...
Oh, we...
Because it cut to him so quick, they had to get Kanye off the camera. It was live. And he was like, okay, we're going to go to this next. It was so funny.
That's a moment you had to be there. And I know a lot of y'all was born in 2005, right? I'm sure, but
y'all missed it.
I missed it. Y'all missed
it's on YouTube.
Years. It's there, but y'all missed some golden years.
You did. You had to live in the moment back then.
Speaking really fast before we get into today's content episode. Rest in peace to O.J. Simpson.
Yeah.
Okay, we can say that.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's sad when anyone dies. Regardless of what you may think about the man and what he did, and listen.
Right.
The court of the law says innocent until proven guilty.
Well,
right?
On that.
So you guys can conspiracize all you want to.
Yeah. But OJ has been in some mess.
No, yes, he still couldn't get right.
That was.
And what does the court of law says? Innocent until proven guilty. He was proven innocent. The Bible says, "Forgiven you shall be forgiven unto you." Okay, judge not,
lest ye be judged.
Lest you be judged. But I don't judge that man. I don't know if he did it. Do I think he knows who did it? Sure, but because there's so many conspiracy. I think like there was one where they were saying he owed some people some money. And that was the people who came. That could very well have been it. I don't know though.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But yes.
Well, I just briefly brought that up because I have some coworkers who were born in like the mid-90s.
So they didn't see that car chase scene.
Yeah. And I'm sitting here like, I know I'm old because I was literally right there watching that car scene when it all went down.
I was overseas during the time.
I was in Jamaica. We was on vacation.
Oh, really?
Because it happened around my birthday.
We were overseas, and I remember being woken up in the middle of the night because for whatever reason I had my TV on in my room. I was asleep, and certain things will trigger you while you sleep. And I heard, "Roo, roo," and I was like, "What's going on?" I woke up, and it had got that big that day. It was live broadcasting all the way overseas. So it was in the middle of the night for us while it was daytime over here. And I'm like, what's going on? And they were like, O.J. Simpson, car chase.
Yep.
The Broncos on the move. I was like, and it was his homeboy that was driving it. And I was like, what is happening? I was like, are you talking about the actor and the football player, O.J.?
Yeah.
I was like, yeah. Yeah.
That was a time.
And they even televised a trial for us as well.
Again, another moment where you had to be there.
Yeah.
Speaking of when you had to be there, let's get into today's episode because I am sure this was a you had to be there type of energy type thing.
So not segue, but we're going to bring it back to what we talking about. So this episode of Blah, 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 Blacks, we're just going to entertainmently, if that's a word.
Enter what?
You heard me, entertainmently.
Okay.
Talk about Jesus and what he did after the resurrection.
Okay.
As he was popping up on folks. And if y'all remember the last time in our previous episode when we talked about, because I was like, if I was him, I would have eyeballed everybody while I was up on that cross about who I was going to come pop back up on. Is what I would have did. And that'd be me. That's just me.
That's just me.
So.
Hey, Glow.
Shout out to Glow.
Sorry.
Curbin on Curbin.
Oh my gosh. So yeah. Okay. Yeah. We're just going to just entertainmently. I don't even know what that's.
Entertainmently.
Got me messed up in my vocabulary because the period before Jesus ascended to heaven, he was doing some pop-ups, literally. So he appeared here, there, and everywhere. But before we get into like where he actually showed up at, like you said, entertainment-wise, let's just talk about where he could have popped up at.
Listen.
And should have popped up
in my mind, because this is Jesus, okay? And who is the Word of God.
Right.
God himself. If it was me, or in my mind, he can be in any time period as well.
Absolutely.
He could pop up while you driving in your car and be like, what's up, Jay?
Okay, I would get into an accident.
Yeah. Well, yes, you can. Hopefully you'd be just sitting in a parking lot somewhere. Like just pulled up.
What if I'm in like the drive-thru at like Zaxby's or something?
He'd be like, don't get that.
No, he'd be like, let me get a 2-piece.
Two-piece. 2-piece. Run me that 2-piece.
Oh my gosh. No, I mean, I would think you're correct. He would pop up in a whole bunch of various places. And like you said, don't do that. Don't stop that. I mean, stop that. Be nice. Playground, street ball. That's a foul. You're like, whoa. Hey, y'all saw that, right? Nah, you lying. Shoot the ball.
So
places like that.
Yeah. I think he could really pop up anywhere. It would have been nice of him to pop up in different important moments of history. I think we talked about this last time too. Like if he would have popped up during slavery and been like, what y'all doing? He should have showed up right there on the auctioning block. Hold up.
Just like that.
What is going on? This is not at all what we said back in the day.
Right.
Y'all have misinterpreted.
Knowing them slave masters, who are you?
Right.
Because they can't recognize
No, probably
the
not.
goodness of
Right.
the Lord.
I think he should have popped up there. He should have popped up at World War II. Rolled up on Adolf like,
Stop that.
what are you doing?
It sounds like a commercial. Like, you know those anti-drug commercials from back in the 80s?
Yeah.
Drugs are bad. Like, if we could put a montage of all over Jesus pop-ups.
Right.
Stop that. Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Put that down.
That atom bomb that y'all looking at, don't do that.
Did you finish Oppenheimer?
I did.
I ain't started yet. That's long.
It's 3 hours, but it was good.
Oh, okay. I'll try.
Yo, speaking of which, they did him so dirty.
Oppenheimer?
Yeah.
I heard.
Yeah. If anybody who is
I'm
a
saying I
history
heard
buff,
like I never heard about him.
I mean, it was. Yeah. A lot of them were actually still alive in the into our time period, but they died. But if you're a history buff and you know what happened, it was crazy. And I knew some of what happened, like as far as what we're taught in school about. Yes, he built the atom bomb, the one for Hiroshima or Hiroshima, however you want to pronounce it.
Which one? How you say it?
Don't come at me.
I thought you knew because
all my life it was Hiroshima, and then I keep hearing people say Hiroshima, so who knows? So
Hachitashi.
I know, right? Hachitashi. So what he did. You knew he knew Einstein. He also knew Heisenberg, which was the scientist that was on being ordered by, Adolf's crew to build a bomb and all that stuff. But what they did to him here
as in the States?
In America, what they did to Oppenheimer, America said that's what this movie is about.
Oh.
And because if again, history buffs, I know this is a whole segue, but a lot of it had to do with communism and stuff during that time. And so they kept trying to say he was associated with commies and all this stuff.
And his wife, too, or something?
Yeah. His wife, his brother-in-law, his wife, and stuff like that. Just all kinds of stuff. But what they did to him and I ain't going to tell you, when you watch and you find out who did it to him, you like, yo, you dirty.
So that person was like a Judas.
Yes, it was a whole situation just like that.
Wow. Like
if you could imagine Jesus and the disciples, when one of the disciples betraying them, it's the same thing. Not comparing at all. Don't run off and be like, oh, Regina compared Oppenheimer to Jesus, because I'm not saying that, y'all. I'm just saying
situation.
Yeah, I'm just saying the situation is exactly the same. Oppenheimer had his little scientist clique crew, and they were working together to build stuff and work with people, and one of the people that he was working with betrayed him. I mean, set him up good too.
That's crazy.
Yo, I mean, it is crazy. I was telling... Sorry, I know, right?
Whoa.
I'm getting into it. Whoa. But yeah, because when I was telling my husband, I was like, that's so dirty. I said, I don't know why, not to sound racist, but why white men would get so power hungry like that. Like, I'm like, yeah, that is insane to me that you would do your homie like that. And when you find out why he did it was over something so stupid.
Okay. I'm gonna watch. Maybe I'll put it on tomorrow while
and you gonna be like, that's why he did that to him? That's why he set Oppenheimer up? Because of that one little thing?
So he was set up. Okay.
He set him up for a whole fall, a whole shakedown.
Well, like you said, Judas set up Jesus, basically.
Yeah, he did. For 30 pieces of silver.
Right. So, going back to what we're talking about today's episode, it doesn't say that Jesus appeared to Judas any time after this whole thing.
Well, Judas had died.
That's right. See, in my mind, I want that boy to suffer. That's why I keep thinking he's alive.
You want him to be tormented.
Yes.
You wanted Judas to be shivering and shaking in bedroom.
Okay. Here's the thing.
I hear voices. I keep seeing Jesus.
Exactly. Because usually in life, okay, we all know Judas unalived himself, right? But that's usually not your first instinct, right? When you know you guilty of something. Because guilt sits on you.
Yeah.
Right? So in my mind, that's probably why I keep forgetting he had unalived himself. Because I want him to, sit there and be suffering and think about your guilt
Yeah.
longer than the time that he took to say peace out, y'all.
Yeah.
Because if he didn't unalive himself, having Jesus pop up on him, hi, what's up?
Right.
What's up, man?
Was that 30 pieces worth it?
Was it worth it? Look at me. Was it worth it? No, don't turn it back. No, I'm here. I'm shiny.
Yeah.
There's a little aura around me.
That would be messed up. Tormenting that man, follow him everywhere he went. Pop him in the shower.
It'd be like Ghost, the movie.
Yeah.
Bruce Willis. No, my bad. Patrick Swayze. My bad. Yeah, Patrick Swayze. I said Bruce Willis because I've been watching Look Who's Talking.
Oh, I can't right now because his story,
I know.
what's happening to him.
I think
is
that's
sad.
why I started watching it, because I love Bruce Willis. But anyway. All right, so before we get back to the entertainment side, let me just tell y'all really fast how he did his pop-ups according to the Bible.
Okay.
So he appeared to Mary Magdalene because she was weeping at the tomb. This is a summary from John 20, 11 through 18. So she saw him. He was like, hey, what's up? And she was like, oh my God.
So you think she was like visiting the tomb daily? Like, you know how like right now when people visit grave sites and they bring flowers and stuff?
Yeah.
So
let me go
back.
back while she was there.
Okay.
Because it says Mary Magdalene and the other women arrived at the tomb to anoint the body with spices, and they were met by an angel. So I guess they were trying to like, and this time keep his body fresh.
Preserved.
Preserved. That's the better word to use. And, there's no formaldehyde back then.
Hold up.
Oh, boy.
How was they supposed to do that if the tomb had a big old rock? How did they think they was going to get in?
Oh, well, there was soldiers out there. Maybe they was going to pay them a little 20 pieces of silver.
Excuse me, Mr. Soldier. Can you unroll this boulder?
He'd be like, why y'all
so
here?
we can preserve the body.
They were like, he dead, right?
Yeah.
What you preserving?
They'd be like, he already promised us he'd be back. We trying to help preserve that body.
They'd be like, hold on one second. They still think that man coming back. All right, I rolled it back. It's cool.
Yeah. That's interesting. I wonder how many women rolled up there with her. Because how did that conversation go? Mary, like, we got to get the sage. We need
the myrrh, the incense.
We need some myrrh, some incense, and some sage. And we need
some towels,
some turmeric, and some couple of rags.
Some
and
hot
we need
water.
them soaked in olive oil and hot water. And we're going to go up to the tomb and we're going to, pray over his body, and we're going to wrap his body up with this stuff in order to help preserve. Mm-hmm. And I can see somebody like a girl named Lisa in the back being like, I don't think that's right, Mary. Like, I don't think that's how they going to do it. And how are we supposed to get in there if the tomb is covered with a big boulder, Mary? I mean, have you honestly thought this all the way through?
Mary's like, I know what I'm doing. You need to fall in line, Lisa.
Not fall in line.
Get information.
Ooh. Oh.
So to go back a little bit more. So when at the resurrection or during the resurrection, it says when he rose from the dead, it was an earthquake. Yeah. So the earthquake shook, and then the angel of the Lord rolled away the stone door of the tomb and sat on it. And the guards saw it, was like, oh snap. And that's when, I'm going to say it's the same day that Mary and her
showed
crew
up with the crew
to come basically create like a salad with all these spices with Jesus. Like, y'all make it okay, that's fine. I don't know how y'all use spices. Like, how
hold up, though. Did the soldiers stay after the angel appeared? Because that's if I'm set there to be a guard.
Says they did.
Okay, y'all. You know what? Back then, I would say what y'all was bossed up back then. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, if I'm set there to be guarding the tomb, and the ground shakes, and I'm standing next to it, and the boulder starts to move, a 5-ton boulder starts to move on its own, and an angel appears, dropping my mic, dropping anything I had on me, and I'm out.
Listen, in our previous episode with the crucifixion, I would have been gone. Because I don't understand. Like, because at this point, like you said, we've seen these miracles.
You've seen some things.
The guy with the ear, that would have been enough for me. Because I'm sure.
Oh, the guy with the ear?
Yeah. They would have been like, hey, he put his ear back on. And they still want to prosecute him.
I know. I'm still laughing about that because that man was in shock.
Okay.
But you're right. I would have been gone. Yeah. What you gonna say? Hey, Mr. Angel. Nice to meet you.
What these angels? They so bossy. It says the angel also instructed them as the women to go tell the disciples what they saw.
I would have been like, Mr. Angel, guess what? You ain't got to tell me what to do because I'm about to go tell them anyways.
Really, you don't. Trust and believe.
I'm not holding that in my spirit.
I am on my way.
Look, if it was today, I would have been like, Jay, girl, guess what? We went up there to go visit Mr. Jesus' tomb. And there's this big old angel out there, and then he unrolled the tombstone. Just so you know, I think Jesus' body ain't in there, girl.
Video call me. Let me see.
Video. Look, switch video. Okay, girl, you see right up there. Look, right up there. You see that? You see that? That's the angel. You see the angel? He's
And
right
he's
there.
just sitting on top of the stone.
And he just sitting right there. He's chilling.
Did he talk to y'all?
I ain't talking to him.
Right. I ain't saying nothing to him.
I'm saying nothing to him. Would you like some of these spices? Like, what you gonna say? Please, sir. I'm just saying. Time.
A record?
Shoot, man. To make it like that, I can make it a little quick salad if you're hungry. I don't know.
We have enough to go.
Oh man.
Okay. So after that, they run to tell the disciples, and who she tells is I'm assuming, because this is just a summary. We're not in the Bible.
Yeah.
It says Peter and John raced to the tomb, so I guess she got them first.
Yeah, they probably were off to the side in like a house. Because remember when they came in to arrest them, they kind of all dispersed. Yeah, they went different ways. Mm-hmm. We see Peter for a minute, and this is the other Peter. I'm thinking, right?
It just says Peter. It doesn't say Simon Peter.
Yeah, I think this is the other Peter, not Simon Peter. Simon Peter gone. Because remember, we already said we didn't hear from him till Acts or Romans or whatever it is. So I think this is the other Peter and John. Because John, was it John who went and got his mom? Mm-hmm. Yeah, so they might be back at Mother Mary's house.
Mother Mary,
and they're chilling, they crying, they're like, I can't believe this happened. I don't even know what to do. What are we supposed to do next? And then here come Mary rolling up. Hey,
man, I'm sorry. I just had a thought because it's so sad after like a funeral or a homegoing when you're at the house.
Yeah,
it's never like sometimes a mix of fun or like you try to keep your spirits up, but like overall the energy is just. It's sad. Yeah. So, and that was 3 days of sadness? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, black people, we don't know how to act after someone dies. We go through all 50 emotions. All the emotions. We do. We party. We drink.
We cry.
We cry.
Then get back up and party.
Then get angry. Like,
fight.
Yeah, fight. Like I said, we go through it all. So... They probably then we make jokes. We were like, remember when he did? Yeah, we do stupid stuff. So they're probably in mourning, and here she come. Hey, I need you and you. Come with me now. Me, Lisa, and the rest of the crew in the Colt Jam. We was all up there at the tomb. She's starting. I can't. We was up there, and an angel appeared.
If I take you home, okay, all right, it's all right.
And so
I'm back.
Peter and John is like, "What? That's crazy! I need to see this with my own eyes."
Right. So
they take off and they go up.
Right.
Okay.
All right. So then that's that. I'm getting up to the pop-ups here. So this last thing before Jesus does his pop-ups around town, the guards. You asked about the guards before, right?
Who should have been gone.
That's what they did. The summary says, when the guards witnessed these events, they reported to the chief priests who instructed them to spread a false narrative of theft by the disciples attempting to conceal the truth. Basically, they lied on the disciples, saying that they stole the body.
They didn't call the disciples grave snatchers.
Grave snatchers.
That's crazy.
Now, I mean, that's disrespectful.
To be honest, right? I'm just saying. I'm not. Disciples wouldn't do this, but there probably was grave robbers back then. And if you heard that the Jesus of Nazareth, was gone, And if people did like they did back then, which was bury people with stuff, and I don't know why they did that, but because it's like
I know
why.
That's the Egyptian side of it. But go on, continue.
So, I mean, I could see some people kind of go up there and be like, he probably buried with a whole bunch of gold and stuff.
Okay,
and go take it, his robes and.
So let me say it real fast.
If Jesus was walking on water, I want the pair of them sandals. I want the pair of the sandals of that he used because they could maybe help me walk on water. So I'm gonna go in and I might try to even if I don't want to wear them, I might auction them off for some money.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
So in Egyptian times, they did bury their pharaohs and whoever else with their stuff because they were going to take it to the quote-unquote afterlife or their next life. Yeah. So they get to carry their robes and gold along with them.
Hey, listen. If that was true, y'all better bury me in my finest of dress, okay? I need to be snatched on my way to heaven.
Wait. Let me just say this real quick. The other day, I was bored. So I watched some pieces of P-Valley. So I was watching the drip ceremony again. And then I tell you, they was laying them links and them herringbones and them Cubans. I mean, it was just... I was like...
Man, what you look like showing up at the pearly gates with all that on you?
With all that on, just...
All that drip.
Just all you hear is...
Right. Welcome. What we say was at the gate? Lazarus, what's your name, bro?
J Dog.
Jay, what you got on?
Oh, this is my trip.
Then you don't need that up in here.
Well, where I'm supposed to put it?
Gates are made of gold and pearl. The streets is made of gold. Who are you trying to impress?
Do I check it somewhere?
Man.
Who gonna try to impress?
Yeah.
My homies did this to me, dog.
It don't matter up here.
What am I supposed to do with
it? It rain gold.
What he do with all that drip? What is
That's what I'm saying.
Look, here, all right. And just cast it back over.
Just drop it all down.
Cast it back to the clouds.
They gonna laugh at you. They gonna clown you when you come up in that gate. They be like,
somebody will find
this young sir showing up with all this metal on his neck. No, nobody care about that up here.
It rained gold.
Right. No, but seriously though, if y'all honestly thought that people was when whatever you went with is what you showed up with, what would you wear? What you want on?
What would I want on?
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Like you have a favorite dress?
No.
You wouldn't go comfortable? You going in like a sweatsuit?
I would probably go in like some leggings and slides like what I have on today. But no, if you're gonna bury me with something, make it one of my handbags. Oh wow. I'll take my my Coach bags up there, one on each shoulder. The big one and the little one. Wow. Like y'all ain't got these up here.
I know, right. You're thinking it's heaven. They were like, ma'am, there's like 50 million of those up in here.
But they're not mine.
That's funny. Yeah, no.
Okay, well, what you want to be?
I'm telling you, I'm coming snatched. I'm coming snatched. I'm going to be in a tight dress. I don't know who I'm impressing.
What you in a tight dress?
I'm trying to look good for the Lord.
You not.
I'm trying to look good for the Lord.
You trying to snatch your heavenly husband.
Oh, I'm not. I told y'all. My husband is not allowed to remarry. I will see him when he comes. But I'm still trying to go up there and look good. You know, I got this one gray dress I like. Okay. I might wear it. Oh, man. No, that's hard. One of my favorite outfits. Yeah, because I'm going to be up there in heels, my 4-inch heels, probably my skirt. Top. I'm trying to look good for the Lord.
I just make sure my hair is done.
That's yeah. Y'all better make sure my hair is laid.
And if I don't have any hair, give me a nice wig. Please, with the don't let the lace show. I don't know who I'm talking to, but
I don't know.
Don't let the lace show. Make it an invisible lace, please.
Yeah. So
anyhow, all right. So we can quickly get into who he appeared to. Let's just skip a lot of it and just get to the disciples he popped up on. How about that? It is real simple. So,
well, wait a minute. Where did the soldiers go? The guards.
They lied. They went to town and was like they stole the body.
Okay, but who are they telling that to?
The people.
Why would the people even know that the body was gone by now?
Huh? Wait, what?
Why are they going to people to tell them if nobody even knows the body's gone?
I mean, we had to open the Bible to see the sequence of events.
Okay, that's true.
But basically,
probably word started spreading.
Yes,
and they were like to keep it under control. Okay,
somebody got on their phone was like, "Yo, they moved that stone, and I don't see nothing in the tomb."
Somebody was like, I'm alive at Jesus' tomb, y'all. It's open. It's open.
You know how they do it, right?
Like, spin it. Look.
Y'all see that?
It's open. Look,
that's me.
When you be zooming in,
right? That's me.
You need picture to zoom in, right? Look, right there.
Like if I'm recording on my stories, can y'all see that? Pictures.
Miss Jaye zooming in on the angel. Y'all see? I know it's a little blurry, but right there.
There you go. Right there.
He is sitting right there. Look at him.
He growing too.
I'd be so mad if somebody went live and then people in the comments, well, is he in there? But is he in there? Are you going to go in?
Live? All right, I'm gonna come a little closer. Now, I don't see him in there. It's dark in there.
Look, I'd be the person on the edging them on. Go further in.
Y'all want me to go further?
Put your light on. Put your flashlight on.
All right. Typing comment. Going closer to the tomb and to see the angel. Excuse me.
Excuse me, Mr. Angel.
Excuse me, Mr. Angel. Yeah, is it possible?
Here go to Angel. Get
that phone out my face. Hey, this is private property.
Yeah.
Can we go see what's in the tomb? Ooh, do you think they would have made like a tourist
tourist attraction?
Yeah. And like,
come see where Jesus was buried.
The angel was like, man, I'm finna go. Like, y'all ain't catching up in this mess.
Man, you know how we be saying with the angels, they be having them discussions of we already had angel such and such, and we've had Gabriel and a couple other ones. We gonna call this angel Tommy. Tommy's up in heaven. Gabriel's giving them an assignment. All right, Tommy, you just got to your ranking. We're gonna need you to be the one to go down there, and you need to go unroll the tomb so that people can know that Jesus is risen.
Tommy's eyes is wide. I gotta do what?
Your assignment, you go down there.
Cause Tommy young.
And unroll that tomb.
Okay. Well, after it unrolls, what's supposed to happen?
You sit there and wait.
For her.
Just wait.
Look.
Yeah.
For
everyone be like, don't worry about it. We'll send word.
You know he is a Gen Z angel. What's it giving? What am I waiting on?
But so what do you mean? Like what? Like I understand my assignment, but like I feel like you're taking advantage of me. You just want me to sit there and wait. I don't understand.
So if it's a tourist attraction and Tommy just happens to still be there, his assignment's not up yet. He's sitting on the tomb. What are y'all here for? Like, right. What do you want?
Tommy fed up. What do y'all expect to see?
It's empty. He gone. I told you, look.
Tommy, he fed up. He's like, man, I've been sitting here for 30 days waiting for them to tell me what to do.
Okay. All right. So, moving along, we're just going to condense this really fast.
Okay.
So it says in John 20, Jesus appeared to 10 of the disciples, except Thomas. It says, as the disciples gathered, except Thomas, Jesus appeared to them and taught them. I don't know what, because we're not opening the text today. But why wasn't Thomas there?
So remember, Thomas is the one they refer to as Doubting Thomas. So it wasn't, well, that's what, I mean, I ain't trying to be shady. That's what they called him. He does eventually show himself, but it was one of those things where he was popping up, I think, on everyone else except for Thomas. So everybody like, yo, I was at the bakery. Jesus showed up while I was buying a loaf. He said that all of us need to be at blah, blah, blah place at blah, blah, blah time. Right? And then another one, Matthew or somebody was out there fishing. I don't know. Jesus popped up on him. It said, hey, be at such a place at such a time. So everyone else has had the run-ins and has had the conversation, probably fallen out like, oh my God, I can't believe he's back, I was holding out hope. It's been rough the last 3 days. I just can't believe what they did to you. That was so wrong.
They was up there crying and laughing.
So everybody in their feelings, expressing and going through all these emotions of joy and happiness that he's back. And so everybody telling Thomas, and Thomas like, what y'all talking about? I ain't seen him yet.
And to piggyback on that, then he sees him after a while.
Yeah.
So later on in the chapter, it says he appeared against the disciples, and Thomas was there, and he felt Jesus' hands in his side,
in his wounds. Yeah.
Yeah. So he was like, "Oh snap!"
Right. Because it was almost like that's why they call him Doubting Thomas. Because he was like, first of all, you've been showing up to everybody. If I was something, I'd be soft too.
Thomas in the face.
Why you showing up to everybody else? It's been 14 days. And you just now showing up
because we call you Doubting Thomas. That's why.
Well, now the world is going to think I'm Doubting Thomas only because you ain't show up to me first. If you would have showed up to me first, then I wouldn't be Doubting Thomas.
It's already on Twitter. We've been said that you wasn't going to believe.
It's all on X.
My bad, X. That's so stupid.
So finally, yeah. So then he was still like in shock and disbelief and was like, "Can I feel your wounds or whatever?"
If I was Jesus, I'd be like, "Don't touch me."
Right. But instead, of course, because we are Jesus, he was just like, if this helps to settle your doubt, by all means, touch the wounds.
That reminds me of a movie.
Passion of the Christ.
No. No. I'll think of it later.
Yeah.
It's irrelevant right now. Okay, so after they did that, they had some dinners, it looks like.
Wait a minute. So hold on. Wait. He has popped up. He has come out of the tomb. Mm-hmm. Somehow he got clothes.
Hold on now. I'm talking about the Son of God here. He can put whatever. He can.
Okay. You know what? You were right. So he's probably wearing a Gucci suit. No, a Fendi suit. Because remember, like I said, if he popped up at any time. And they probably like, yo, what do you got on?
Balenciaga.
Man. He'd be like, y'all ain't gonna see this. It's somewhere way down in the future. So
Maybe.
He fresh. He drip.
He drip too hard. Don't cut that way.
Yeah. So he shows up. They go to dinner.
Okay. Yeah, it says while seven of the disciples were at the Sea of Tiberias. That's a black name right there.
All these names is black.
Okay. Jesus appeared to them and they had a meal, and Peter was given special instructions, and we'll get into that in another episode. Mm-hmm. After that, he saw some other disciples, and then he appeared to a crowd of over 500. This is going into Corinthians. I would like to know, we'll get into that later, but what do you think, just before we do the deep dive on that, this crowd of 500, what do you think he said?
When he appeared in 500?
Yes, to this crowd. It doesn't say whether, listen, before you get in there,
what?
We don't know why the crowd was gathered. Mm-mm. Don't know where, where.
Yeah, we don't know if this was like a vigil.
It could have been a concert.
Right. We have a concert. That's funny.
It could have been a wedding. I'm thinking like a small group, of people, a festival.
It could have been a festival going on. We don't know.
It could have been a food truck park. I don't know.
Who knows?
Okay, what do you think he said?
If it was me,
oh Lord,
I'd been like, "What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up?"
I'm for the choke.
You shouldn't have asked me.
Okay.
I don't even know why you did. Why? What'd you think?
I really don't know. I don't know. Okay, so if I were to paint a picture, yeah, it's some small little concert. Somebody's playing a little banjo or ukulele. It's something, and then right, something peaceful, and then maybe somebody was like a little harp. And maybe the lead singer was like, we lost a great man a few days ago.
Oh.
And just, we've heard talk about him coming back, and we don't know if that's true. And, they're playing the harp and whatever else. And Jesus is like, guess who was that? Was it? And they're like, wait a minute, it's true.
I think to me, in my mind, it's like that scene from I don't know. I know you're not a big Marvel and DC fan.
I said pause.
But
I'm not. I just have not caught up on a lot of stuff.
Okay,
you may
that's
carry
fine.
on.
Have you seen the recent Supermans? The ones from the last 10 years.
With Tobey Maguire?
Absolutely not! that is Spider-Man!
Oh. So who's...
Henry Cavill. Superman. DC. Okay. Did you see the Batman versus Superman movie?
Was that with Ben Affleck?
Yes.
I don't like Ben Affleck, so I ain't see it.
Okay. All right. For those of you who understand where I'm going with this and have watched the movies, it reminds me of the scene where Superman went to go save, I don't know, I think it was like in the Day of the Dead, there was a festival in Mexico and something happened and he went to save people. And when he appeared to do whatever, a whole bunch of people surrounded him and was like, there's like an awe, like, oh my gosh, she's here type thing. That's what I imagined it to be like. Like everybody was like, oh my gosh, like just like we said before in the crowd when that woman was like, if I could just touch him, I'll be healed. I imagine it's like that. People are reaching out, trying to touch him in awe. Because like you said, he's got a glow. Mm-hmm. You just appear in the middle of a crowd, people gonna be like, oh my gosh, it's Jesus.
See, why am I thinking like he's gonna walk out on stage somewhere? Like
yo.
Like, like say Beyonce, like when she has a concert or anybody big, the lights go down low.
Right.
What?
Because now that you said that, guess what's popping in my head?
What?
Because we were talking about Usher earlier. You remember was it VMA or BT Awards performance where
for Usher?
Mm-hmm, and Usher did like a pop out. I say like it shot him out, remember, in the air, and then he landed. You know what I'm talking about? That's what I'm seeing now.
That's an example.
If Jesus popped out,
or like what Michael Jackson did for that Super Bowl performance, when he did his pop up and stood there.
Oh, he just stood there for like 5 minutes.
Yeah, just.
Look at Beyonce pause everybody on mute. Everybody on mute.
I was holding my breath. Yeah, something like that. That would be dope.
Everybody's so musical.
Right.
She's heard Jesus, like I said, he's singing You Remind Me. You remind me of a girl. I wish Jesus would. I'd be like, what are you doing? I'm gonna be like, oh my God, I love you.
I love you too.
Don't do my Jesus like that. My Jesus is not on stage. What I want to know though is, if all this what?
No, I'm just picturing the whole thing.
I don't want to picture it. I do not want to picture Jesus in black trousers with a white shirt unbuttoned and the wind blowing and the fan and his curly locks.
I love you, Jesus. I love you too.
And the smoke on the stage. He got a fog machine.
It's 7 o'clock.
Right. She's like, you did it my way. My way.
What I said goes.
I'm in control.
I do.
And listen, I would pay. I don't know. There's no amount of money I would pay to see Jesus do the what's the dance that Usher does, the tick?
Yeah.
Can you see?
I can no longer. This has turned so bad.
That's just your
fault.
fault.
You done made Jesus a pop star.
I don't know why. You're the one who's kind of you envision him coming back here like a concert. I done put the man in the middle of the crowd and people and ooh and ah.
No, not, he would definitely pop up, like literally pop up. The lights will go low.
The music was bow.
Okay, because like that song. It's certain songs you just know from
which one to do.
Right. It's certain songs you just know from the first couple of bing, like whatever. Like that's a good example. So like you in the crowd,
you gonna go bam. Give me this.
Okay. All right, moving on.
Okay.
Got to move on. Okay. All right, where were we, Jay? Lord have mercy.
So he's popped on the disciples. He's popped up on Thomas.
Yes.
Thomas felt the wounds.
They had a little dinner, right? And the crowd of 500. And then, it says here, now they move on to Mark and Acts. Later, when Jesus appeared to the 11, now the 11 is capitalized. I don't know if they're talking about disciples. We'll get into it.
It must be disciples. Because, again, Matthias is who replaces Judas, but I don't know when.
That's probably disciples then. Okay. Because it says he instructed them to preach the gospel and disciple others. Mm-hmm. He also instructed them to wait in Jerusalem for the Holy Spirit.
Oh, yeah. And that's, we'll have to do that in another episode.
Yeah.
Because I want to talk about that.
Absolutely. And then to wrap this up, it just says, so now he's going to ascend. It says, after Jesus gave his disciples final instructions, he ascended into heaven. That brings us into Acts. So, So he spent all that time preparing them once again for what's about to happen.
Yeah.
And then he's...
So, when he ascended, do you think he just, disappeared? Because in my mind, he just flew real fast.
No.
Okay.
In my mind...
Yes, I want to know.
Okay. In my mind, they're still all gathered. Mm-hmm. And he said, all right, y'all, I'm finna go. It's one of those, slow ascensions up to...
That's probably more appropriate.
It's like the pathway, what's the name of that show? Stairway to Heaven from the 80s?
Yeah. Oh, no. Sorry. That made me feel some kind of way. Don't bite your tongue. She just lifts so hard. Yeah. And the cloud opens. And then he does a little slow turn back. And waves. Everybody. Oh. Everybody's sitting there waving from afar. You. Dang.
Or it could be was it Tom and Jerry or Looney Tunes?
Oh.
When one of the characters would die and all of a sudden the escalator would
come up. Yeah. That was always the Tom and Jerry. Yeah.
It would just go up. Oh, gotta go.
Yeah. Yep. I guess that's for me.
I guess it's for me.
He gets on it and goes up. Man, if we were sitting here in the stair over, I'm like, oh man, dang.
Oh. That poor disciples probably having a good old time. My man is back. We gonna pick up where we left off.
Yeah. That's so you lost your homie twice.
Right.
So you saw him go through that whole thing. You distraught. Right. And disturbed by that whole experience. And now he's come back and he's reassuring you no, you gotta go ahead and spread my word. I'm back. And then he leave again?
The heavens open.
The heavens open.
And it's just cloud. I'm just white what is this?
Right.
Where you going?
And Jesus is so cool. Again, like I said, he probably was like,
no. Wait, no. I wasn't ready.
I wasn't ready.
No.
He done did the 2-finger kiss.
Oh my God.
See y'all on the flip side. Oh, that is funny. So what I want to know before we wrap this episode up is two things. Where's John, his cousin, and where's Cleophas? Where's Uncle Cleophas at?
Wait, who was Cleophas again?
His uncle.
Oh.
Because if Mary was there, I think Joseph was there. Even though they don't really talk about him being there. I don't know. But the Uncle Cleophas, where was he at?
At the house.
When all this was going down.
Because didn't we say Cleophas was an old man? Older?
It sounded like it.
He can't get out. He Uncle, Grandpa Joe and Willy Wonka stuck in the bed.
Oh.
That can't get up right away.
Until you got a magical ticket.
Right.
Now all of a sudden he magically standing up. That movie. Sorry.
Made me mad. Also, why did 4 adults in bed like that?
Right.
And why's the mama working, breaking her back? Ain't no Social Security.
Man, listen.
Anyway, so I don't know. We don't know where Cleophas was. John, maybe he got back into his baptismal stuff.
I don't think he left it.
Right.
I think that's, again, like we said, they when they parted ways, because Jesus had a different purpose than what he had. But you would have thought that when he died and was sacrificed, that he would have came
to visit
to town to be there for his.
It's about John, right?
Yeah, like that's his cousin. I don't know. I figured they was tight like that. Like I would have been like, yo, I'm coming to. Now it did happen so fast. Who knows if he was too far away? He could have been too far away to make that trip. But if I'm hearing that he's resurrected and popping up, I'm going back to the town. I'm gonna be in Nazareth.
Now, however, you say I'm going back to town. It does take you about 3 business days to get there.
Yeah, but it said it was 40 days that he was popping up after the resurrection, right? I think that's what it said. It was like for 40 days. So I would have traveled back to the town so I can make sure I connect and meet with them. But maybe you didn't have to. And maybe that's just something they didn't write and record in history. Because I'm sure Jesus went and saw John. I'm sure he went to go comfort him. After you hear of your cousin's death, I'm sure he was.
Okay.
But, however, because he was also, a little bit on that higher plane. Mm-hmm. He probably was like, I already know what his purpose is. He'll be back. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And was it too stressed? But you still would feel some type of sorrow, right?
I'm sure you do. So I was just thinking while you were talking, what if the family had their own little private function?
True.
Like John was there, Cleophas, Mary, Joseph, all his siblings.
I think we made Cleophas a drunk, didn't we?
You probably did.
Cleophas in the tavern.
So you got Mother Mary like, well, I know he's back. I'm gonna make all his favorite foods. Y'all just
that is such a mama thing to do,
right? I'm gonna
get all my baby's favorite foods.
Y'all come in,
favorite movies to watch,
right? And just don't say anything because we don't want word to get out. So maybe John was there. This is all speculation. Mm-hmm. Maybe John was there like, cuz it's good to see you.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah. Or probably somebody might have ran up to him like, yo, did you hear what happened to your cousin? He probably was like, man, I ain't even worried about that. I already know where he's going. I already know what his plan is. I'm going to see him when I see him. That's probably what he said.
I bet you Jesus' siblings, his earthly siblings was hating. Like, you back again? Like, I know they said that it was a possibility, but you came back again?
They said, I can't get no shine. I can't be mama's favorite.
Right. Like, you know how hard it is living in your shadow?
Man, that's the other thing. I'm already living in your earthly shadow. Now, how am I going to compete with you dying and coming back to life?
Like, none of us can do that.
I can't do that, mama.
Right.
Oh, that's a cold blow if your parents threw it out of your face. Why don't you just die and come back again?
Like your brother.
Like, dang. I can't do that, mama.
At the time, didn't sit at the table. I'm sick of you. Get up, leave, and come back. Mommy, you know I can't do that. It's not fair. You always put us against him. That's so sad.
It's so messed up. He's so wrong. I'm pretty sure his siblings mourned on his behalf as well, and was happy when he returned. But yes, man, that's a major shadow to live in.
Man,
I don't even know. I don't know how. Like, I'd be like, all right. If I was seeing this, I'd be like, I'm not even trying. I'm not even gonna try.
I think for me, I probably wouldn't even interact with him. I probably wouldn't interact with him. If I was one of his siblings, I'd be like, hey, what's up? Because I just feel like no matter what I do, it doesn't make a difference that you're back in the house. Yeah. Mm-mm.
I think I would interact with him, but like I said, I wouldn't even try. So because you have when people have sibling rivalry and somebody try to outdo someone, you can't outdo Jesus. There's nothing that you can do. So I wouldn't even bother trying.
Just be all nice. Like, y'all want to go outside and play round ball?
Nope.
I can throw the ball real quick in the backyard.
No, I'll go and play if you just be the referee.
Y'all don't want to play with me?
No, you can play. You can be part of the game. Well, you definitely can be part of the game, but you just need to be a referee.
Do you know I turn water into wine?
I sure do. Which is why I don't want you to play.
Oh, okay. Haters. Oh my God.
They're like, yeah. No, I'm not jousting with you. I'm not trying to see who can throw the javelin. The javelin the furthest. I'm not doing none of that with you, Jesus. Not doing it.
Well, I guess.
Or like we said before, you can use that as a flex. You know my brother Jesus, right?
Right.
So that could be a flex.
They go right back.
I'm going straight to the frozen yogurt place. My older brother is Jesus of Nazareth. Can I get some scoops of ice cream for him, please?
Extra strawberries and sprinkles. Oh, ice cream sounds good right about now. Why you did that? It's hot outside too?
Oh, Lord. So, but yeah. I wonder if that's what happened. If John was just kind of like, he already knows, so he knew because he's on, again, like on a higher plane than everybody else as well. So he's probably like, don't worry about it. Like, he coming back. I'm going to see him when I see him.
Probably. And if so, it's very noble of him to think that. That's, I mean,
yeah,
might as well.
But I think Uncle Cleophas was in the tavern somewhere.
That's a hot mess. Okay. So we can stop here. Yep. And the next time we meet, we'll discuss what happens for the time period of the Ascension and what people had to do and what they learned.
Yeah, and we'll eventually have to touch on John's story too, because the way he went out was cold. So.
Yeah. So there's some other stories in New Testament or situations outside of the life of Jesus that we're going to get into as well. Because like I told y'all when I started this part of our show. I always thought the New Testament was just heavy and just serious and sad, but like there's other stuff that happened that's not as
like the Samaritans and the banditos.
And yes, the banditos.
The banditos.
That was funny. Okay,
those banditos.
I want some ice cream. Okay.
All right. Well, we're gonna leave and we're gonna go get some ice cream.
Yes. You guys should get some too.
You should. All right, we hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I have no idea what we're going to title this one, now that I think about it, but we'll figure it out.
Usher song, probably. Here I stand. That might be it. I don't know. Usher, if you're listening, please email me some tickets. You don't know what I had to go through to get denied.
Listen, I'll plead on her behalf. Even though I paid for mine, go and give her some free tickets because she went through it. She really did.
I've loved you since I was 15.
Aw. All right, you guys. Hope you enjoy this episode. Deuces.
All right, later.